Hi, Mia and Phyllis. This is Diane again. Okay, now I found some other patterns that I had. And Mary Ellen, I don't know if you remember, but when we were in the diner, I showed you a blanket that I made, a quilt for the baby, and it's called Dolly and Me. And this is what the quilt was. Remember I showed it to you, and I told you that the little doll comes out. It's 3D. And all this blanket is like an interactive blanket. All these pieces move, they come out, the flower moves, there's a little doll in here. um, I would like to see if I can find it. And there's a lot of blocks to this blanket. This particular blanket is like the size of a crib. I can make it the size of a crib, but it's actually, if you add all these panels to it, it becomes much bigger. But there's all different panels to this particular blanket quilt. See, there's a little rabbits, bunnies, and they're stuffed. I made a copy of that. This is the one. This is Dolly and Me. That one I made already. And then there's the teddy bear block. The teddy bear's holding the doll. And there's this is another block. The owl. And this was a cute one. This is what I was going to do. I was going to do this one with the Dolly and Me, the big one. See, this is the whole quilt. But that's a very big quilt. And you can see all the panels. See? There was all those little panels on the side. I made the elephant. And I made this already. And I gave one to my daughter-in-law for my granddaughter. This is a nice size quilt. And it's beautiful too. I mean, I would love making that again. I made this one, the elephant, because that goes in part of the major quilt. The elephant, the ears move. And then this is the Raggedy Ann one. Okay? So that's Dolly and Me. That's one of the quilts. Now, also, what I can do is, because I'm so talented, I save. I love, the golden era. And so I have all these books. They were the originals. The Campbell Soup Kids. I can actually make a quilt using these kids. See? And I can add them in. I can, matter of fact, I want to do that. That's why I saved them. That's why I had the book out. Because my other books, I saved them. So I can, this is the inside of the book. But I can make the kids, make them in the kitchen. I can actually duplicate whatever in this book and make a quilt out of it. Let me see. I don't want to break the pages because this is an old book. But, all right, just to get an idea, I'll show you what I did. The book is so old that I will show you what I had did with one of my paintings. Let's see if I can find a block. Because I was just fooling around one day, and I wanted to see, how it was going to come out. Because I have a lot of paintings, children's paintings that I have. Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. See, this is for a boy. This is for a boy. I made a little cowboy. But this was all freehand. That means I made it for myself. I cut out the face. I made the face. I made the neck scarf, the boots, the dungarees. I gave him all the things. Now, I have a picture of this. This is one of my paintings. that I'm inspired by this artist that lived in the 1940s. She was best friends with the woman that created the Campbell Soup Kids. So I have a watercolor painting that I made of the little chef. And then I said, well, you know what? Let me make it in fabric. So that's what I did. So this was just a tester. This is what I'm talking about. This is applique. See all the stitching and everything? It gives it the highlight. And then I do thread painting. So if you see here, see how the thread is? I go back and forth with my sewing machine and I'm able to give it highlights. I made his face. He's so cute. And I highlighted this. I painted all the skin, gave it color. Because the fabric is, you know, whatever the fabric is, it's just a color. It's yellow. So I had to add all the highlighting to it. The blanket or the tablecloth. And then I made another creation. This was a Little Hiawatha. Remember Little Hiawatha? Well, I have the book on him. So I says, let me make a painting and let me make a blanket. You don't see this around anymore. Matter of fact, it's very hard to see Little Hiawatha. The comic books are very, they're collector's items. So I did this, and you could see all the stitching that's done on the canoe. And then I did the water and the highlighting. This is a block that I made for the little boy's version of, it's called Benjamin's Closet. And he has his overalls and has a little suit. I put buttons on it. It's got a little tie. See, so all this stitching in here, that's applique. See all that? All around, that's what applique is. See how it dresses it up? Okay. And then that was part of Benjamin or Benji's closet. And then I made another one, but I didn't like the way this came out, so I was not going to use that. And then, I don't know, I was fooling around and I made another cowboy, but I didn't like a lot of times I don't like the way it comes out. I won't use it, but I have it. All right, so let me upload this and you watch it and then you tell me which quilt you like. Also, wait, before I end this one, I have one other quilt. And it's called Tick Tock Clocks. And that's what the quilt is. And it's all clocks with funny faces on them. See, it has all, you know, each clock, each panel has its own funny face. This is all applique, all machine applique. And it's a quilt too. So it's got bath time. Let me show it to you. See, so this is the feeding time. This one is nap time. This one is bath time. Then over here is awake time. And that clock is playtime. And this one is crying time. And then all this is appliqued and it's added to the blanket, but I've never done this one before, so I don't know how much work is involved in that. But anyway, I had seen this. It was Amy Bradley's designs. Oh, and Phyllis, tell your sister to, or you Google it in, Teresa Collins, and look at her work. She makes beautiful, she does scrapbooking, but the scrapbooking the colors that they use, could be used for babies' nurseries. I was telling Mary Ellen they use pink and black. And then I went to this other website because my daughter-in-law was looking, and I have all these pictures of beautiful, nursery decor, what their designs are. And if you send me your email, I could email it to you. Okay, thank you. Bye.